evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
They begin with a run by Davis.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Back to throw here. Completes it to Davis. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Going deep for Walker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down on the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
50 seconds, watch the run, watch the run. Switch. Hey. 31, check 31. Watch the safety creep. 40. 12.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check three. Jim.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Bang. Good job right there. Bang out.
On third down, Penny. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
It's fourth down.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Broncos go first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's caught by Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I got you.
He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Banjo. Jumper. Slam, swing.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A fumble lost last week. Now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the twist. Slide. No.
Now it's Penny running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Third down and 12.
Flying 90. Go. Hey, pick your game up. There. Slam. Switch.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Broncos nothing.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll run the screen with Mack. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Spot that. Kill. Turn. Zebra. Watch out,
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. At 5 yards on the play there, and the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Shoot. Out.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch the curl. Alert. Check 25. Go 14. Check. Alert 3. Guys, 4 down.
On second down, it's Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
57. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, alert. 57. 57 to Mike. Rip left. 57 to Mike. Look left. So don't say nothing.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down, here's Penny. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. second quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he will find Davis. That's complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try to run for it with Davis. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check back, check back. Good job right there. Check 13. Run left. Got it. 57.
Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Broncos' 39-yard line.
15. 14. Got it. Get him. Let's go. 5 on. He's checking. Hey, alert.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the edge. Shit. 14.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here we go. 19. Undercrush.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
I'll go special.
Another try for Penny. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Here's Penny. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 43 yards.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I'm here to 6. Pull it. Half. Yeah. Wall. Hustle. Motion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Check. Lucky. Tight dog.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First down, Denver.
Go. Zip. I got it. Kill. Go. Jump. Slam.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 10 yards out, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Gun. To backfield. Motion to the backfield. Gun. 4 down. Let's go, D.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Strong right. Hey. 4 down. Check four. Go. Tempo. Check. No. Off.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He completes this one to Mack. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Eddie Weber. Watch the twist. Front it. 12. 36.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Alert. Kill. Turn up. 25. Safety's creeping. Hatchet. Check 50. Alert.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Second and goal from the 1.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 25. Check 25. Hey. Check. Alert 3. Friday.
Penny will try to punch it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Showing it. Alert flare. Good job right there. Bang out.
Again, it's Penny. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Shit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it second and goal. Second and 6. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. Third and goal. Now back to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
You go tight.
36 power.
You got tight right there. Check 13. Check 13.
Wilson wants to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Penny, the first down carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.